Okay, Matt Bradley, thank you for that. I want to bring in Admiral James Stavridis, former Supreme Allied Commander of NATO and chair of the Rockefeller Group. He is now NBC News and MSNBC chief international analyst and author of the book 2054, a novel. And let me just add, a really good friend to the broadcast. So welcome. Thank you for being here. Before we get to the situation between Iran and Israel, I do want to talk with you about today's actions in the House. President Biden and Ukrainian President Zelensky have been asking for this aid for quite some time. What kind of impact can this $60 billion plus have on the battlefield in the war against Russia?
This is remarkably good news. My first instinct is what took so long, but like President Zelensky, who tweeted just a few moments ago how grateful he was, this is a real potential game changer for the Ukrainians who were, let's face it, Alex, kind of on the back foot over the last 4 or 5 months. This is going to give them air defense to protect their people. It's going to give them F-16 capability, advanced fighters. It's going to give them long-range cruise missiles to go at Russia. It's going to provide additional cyber. And above all, I'm sure what's in President Zelensky's mind is air defense. So you won't see the kind of scenes you're showing right now of destruction, attacks against civilians. This is very good news for Ukraine.
But to your point, being on defense for the last 4 or 5 months, what has this cost Ukraine, this delay?
In practical terms, they've lost perhaps 5% of their territory. Secondly, they've lost thousands of their soldiers. Thirdly, they have lost a great deal of capability in their electric grid to support their civilian population. So this has had real costs, this delay of 4, 6, 7 months. Let's face it, we ought to be happy this has happened. We ought to be questioning, why did it take so long?
There was also more than, $26 billion in aid to Israel that includes humanitarian help for Gaza. How will this impact Israel's offensive in Gaza?
I think the vast majority of this additional aid will go toward defending Israel in terms of its air defense capabilities. You know, there's no mystery as to why Israel was able to knock down 350 drones, cruise missiles, ballistic missiles a few days ago. It's because of this kind of advanced air defense capability. In knocking down that attack of 350 incoming targets, Israel probably expended 800 to 1,000 interceptors. This will go a long way toward replenishing that stock. And as you say, Alex, there is going to be a significant tranche of this that will go as aid to the people of Gaza. Both of those, in my view, are money well spent for U.S. taxpayers.
Right. Let's now then turn to the Iran-Israel showdown. Iran's foreign minister sat down with my colleague NBC's Tom Yamas this week and likened Israel weapons to children's toys. He also said Iran wouldn't escalate things further unless Israel launches a significant attack. Do you think this is over now, or could something reignite this direct confrontation between these two countries?
I think the chances are 85% at this point that we are done with this round, meaning this will put both Israel and Iran back to a position of not attacking each other's homeland directly, which is what creates a very destabilizing effect and had many of us observers, analysts, many active duty military very, very concerned. So that's the good news. 85% probably settles down. That leaves 15%. The potential for a miscalculation is still there, and how that could happen is one of the proxy groups that Matt Bradley was talking about a moment ago, the Houthis, the Hezbollah, scores some hits on Israel. That could inflame the situation. Or other actors in the region could begin to create more disturbances that drag Israel and Iran back. Bottom line here, neither Iran nor Israel want a war at this moment. Iran doesn't want it because they will lose it. and Israel doesn't want it because they've got their hands full with Hamas and Hezbollah to the north, Alex.
I think you were reading my mind because you answered in a very comprehensive manner the next question I was going to ask. So I thank you, Admiral James Stavridis, as always. Appreciate your insights. Thank you.